All right, we're setting everything up here. Let's see how it sounds. Hang on, 3 kilohertz, right? The jig is right. Nope, it is wrong. Try this again. Today it's not 44.1, it is 48 kilohertz. Audio IF, frequency 48, connect. Testing 1, 2, 3. Let's see how this sounds. See if this is any better. Testing 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now we're cooking. We are good. Let's put this back. Oh, by the way, my tripod broke again. The new one. That's just great. Piece of cheap junk. Little thingy. Look, remnants of plastic from over tightening. This piece of junk. Let's see if I can get it in. So I can't make the tripod go up anymore because it's junk. Yep, there's nothing to screw it into anymore. Oh well, it's okay. We're gonna do it anyway. Let's raise up the piano. Open this sucker up. Alright, turn that off so I don't hear feedback. And we'll stick you guys right in here somewhere. And that way, hopefully, you'll be able to hear me and the piano, and we can adjust the levels accordingly later on. We'll stick it at about 75 right now for mic level. Stick the piano up in here so it doesn't dangle around too much. See, this thing moved. Look at that. All right. Time to buy another tripod. Buying tripods. All right. Well, this doesn't even want to stay. I might use the other tripod. Hang on, folks. Tripod numero dos. This is the famous one that fell down off of the chair at the Christmas thingy. But I'll use it anyway, because at least this one isn't like rotating freely anymore. Alright. We'll raise it up. And I'll move this over. So how are you guys doing as I move the, I'm going to spin you guys around here for a moment. Actually, maybe not. I can just do it this way. How are you guys doing? How is, it's Friday. Just give me a moment here while I switch tripods because one kicked the bucket again. Seems to be a very common occurrence, doesn't it? A tripod kicking the bucket. Alright. Set this down. Undo my power cord. Have that piece of tripod go away. We'll throw the tripod away. And I'll stick this here on a new tripod. Then we should be cooking with gas. All right, we're good. I can raise this thing up. Whoop. There we go. This one actually locks. The other one's a more expensive tripod too, so I don't know what the deal with that sucker is, but plug this phone back in and we should be good. All right. Super. On a chair or something, and then we'll be good. All right, this is kind of a last moment, not planned PPC. That's okay. Sometimes those are good too. Move you guys here. Oh, look at that. We can have like an up-down view today. Maybe we'll try this today. Up-down view. That is if the thing doesn't fall over like it did at the Christmas concert. I'll just kind of stick it like this. Balancing the all this stuff. All right, I think we're good. Meanwhile, here's the piece of junk tripod. It's actually better quality, but what happened was this part broke. The little thing that keeps this thing from coming down, it broke. So it's like this one's going in the garbage. Oh well, what do you expect? This is actually like a decent quality for the price, but the top is just cheap plastic. I need like an all metal one, like a crazy all metal, all everything, every component metal, just like steel or something. That would be awesome. All right, let's open up the window. How are you guys doing? Oh, my computer's sticky. Boy, it's just a slow start to the morning. Oh, I did not think this through. Put this up first. All right, there we go. I need some coffee, and then we'll be good to go. All right. How are you guys doing? Let's see how the sound is. See if you can hear me. How are you guys doing? Let's see how the sound is. See if you can hear me. Sounds pretty good. You can hear all right. All right, that sounds pretty good. Coffee, important stuff. Oh man, maybe I'll switch you guys over a little bit so you see more of the piano keys, less of I don't know, less of me. It's kind of a very top-down view today. That's kind of interesting. Let's see, if I put this a little bit closer to me. I know it's not going to be like super clear because I'm going to have the music rack up, but it's not really all that much we can do about that. Yeah, for this kind of... Oh! Shit, there it goes again. Every time I put this on the chair, it falls off. Oh boy. I tell you, TGIF, folks. This has been a long week. I should make a compilation. Hey, Vincent Gerard. So, we just experienced the second fall down of the tripod. So if you're just joining, the fancier tripod that I bought also broke. So it wouldn't stay up. So we're back to the old tripod that notoriously fell down at that streaming Christmas concert thing. And so now we're balancing this precariously on top of a chair. All right. Let's see if the sound still goes. I connected everything back up. Let's make sure this is on. Nope, we gotta reset this. Got disconnected. Frequency, I think it's 48 kilohertz today for some reason. All right, testing 1, 2, 3. All right, testing 1, 2, 3. All right, we're good. Okay, earlier, some days it's 44.1. Some days it's 48 kilohertz. So I'm going to have to buy another tripod. Seems like I just keep going through tripods like I tell you. I was saying I need to get an all steel one. All right. Feel free to talk and ask questions and hang out. Oops, I can't type. And hang out in the comments. This actually might be a good, so first of all, hi everyone. Hope you guys all doing good. I've got my coffee, TGIF. The sun is coming out, which is not even supposed to today, so that's good. A little slow start to the morning, but the coffee will help. I wasn't even planning on doing a PPC today. I might as well do one. We haven't done one for a little while. Actually, I think I'm going to work on the Schumann Concerto a little bit more, and I started working on the Chopin Sonata number 2. Super rough, like I can barely play the notes of the first movement. But, just start working. I think it might be a neat piece to play. I actually was coming up with, I had an idea, and I thought about this in the past too. So you guys know I do a lot of composing, right? I compose on computer, and I rarely write it down, but often I'll have it transcribed. And I don't know. So I was thinking, would it be cool to like maybe do a concerto at some point? But of course, that's a huge project. Oh, I got all my keys there. I don't know. But it might be cool to do a piano concerto, but then you'd want to have it played, recorded, and that can cost a lot of money. We're talking just to record something for like an hour can be like $100 grand. It's expensive. It's a lot of money. And that's not counting like the actual making of the piece, which can take years to compose a good piano concerto. So I don't know if it might be a fun project to do kind of on the side. I don't know. It'd be neat to be able to do one and then perform it and have it recorded and do the whole shebang. But that would be I'm just kind of just brainstorming random ideas right now. That would be very expensive, and it wouldn't be it wouldn't financially make money. You don't make money doing like compositions like that. But I was thinking, maybe it'd be neat to do one and make a concerto. Not one that's like, it wouldn't be, probably, I'm almost guaranteed would not be anything as good as like a Tchaikovsky concerto or a Rachmaninoff concerto or a Grieg concerto, one of those. But it might be something, that would be something hopefully that people would want to play. I don't know. That would be a lot of undertaking, and especially if you weren't sure if you were actually going to be able to perform it or record it, that'd be a tremendous amount, years of work for no money, and what would it be? And essentially, there's no guarantee that anyone's ever going to play it or record it even. But if you did it, I think it could be cool. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming ideas now. I mean, maybe we could do like, in the old days, like when Mozart and Beethoven and all those people were composing stuff, it was all like sponsorships, right? Like from kings and queens and rich people, basically. So people would basically donate money to have a piece dedicated to them or have their name in the credits or whatever. So I mean, you could do something like that, but in and of itself, it would not be a money-making thing. It would be a money sink. It would be like to have something made, but it wouldn't be an investment as in like you get your money back plus returns type of a thing. Could you sell it as a movie soundtrack? Maybe, but I mean, unlikely. Especially if it's a piece that's composed not specifically for a movie, but was composed before. And nowadays you can get, you guys have heard me do like composing on my computer and stuff. You can get 100% of what you need for a movie nowadays from one guy in front of a computer or one girl in front of a computer, just composing with samples. And I've done a lot of those, and it's, you've heard some of them, and some are on YouTube, some are on my SoundCloud. And because in a movie, you don't necessarily need a 30-minute masterpiece. You need, 2 or 3 minutes of a theme, and then that theme just gets played 50 times in the course of the movie, right? So you can do that easily on a computer. And so you can, a person can do that, you can make one in an afternoon if you really needed to. And it would sound, in one afternoon, you could make one that would sound 90% of what a movie would need, right? And then if you spend a weekend, you can get there 100% if you really wanted to. So that the demand for that is very, very low, unless you're like a Hans Zimmer or something like that, where, you have 6-figure or more, budgets for, making something, composing something, recording it with like the London Symphony or whatever, right? So, I mean, it wouldn't be, there's no money in making a piano concerto in terms of that, but it takes a lot of money. Anyway, it's kind of an idea thing, but I had thought about maybe doing a piano concerto years ago, but I mean, it just takes up so much work, and that obviously takes away from other things, right? Like you wouldn't be able to spend as much time on other stuff. But it's an interesting idea, just kind of playing with it. Maybe it'd be fun just to do one, even if it does, I don't know, but that's kind of, it's like practicing for a concert that you don't know if you're actually going to give or not. It's really like, it's hard to get the motivation to actually do something if it's like, well, it might just end up sitting on a shelf. And so you put in thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of work, and then you get no money and you don't know one even hears it, right? That would suck. Anyway, it's just kind of an idea. Maybe we could do like fundraiser stuff, sponsor stuff, things like that. People who want to be involved in it, but it's not an investment. It would be like to have something made, if that makes sense. Because it's just a tremendous amount of work. And then if you record it, that can be tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think I was reading, and then, to get a place to perform it, I could probably find, there's probably orchestras that I could get to debut it with me. But obviously you want a big orchestra. You want, you wanted to do it with a good one, if possible. Anyway, just playing with some random ideas. It's Friday. All right, so Schumann Concerto, A minor. It's a good piece. It's coming slowly. Oops, did this not post? Oh, I'm checking my Facebook thing. Did it not post? Oh, it posted. Facebook often has problems. You've heard me rant about Facebook. Can you guys hear my voice okay? Ouch, oh, for peace sakes. Really, today is, I'm glad it's Friday, man, because okay, I don't want to move this and have this thing like fall down again, because it happens every time. Maybe I can stick it here. Or maybe I'll put my computer on the other side. Let's try that. And let's try wrapping this around here so that, well, I tell you, this is a precarious set. So for those of you just joining, the new tripod kicked the bucket. And that was like a better quality one too. That one kicked the bucket. The top won't stay up. So we're back to the old tripod. And yeah, let's try it like this way. That way you can hear my voice too. Am I performing live soon? Live in person? No. The last time I performed live in person was in October. I've done lots of online stuff. So most recently I did like a fundraiser for the Hilton Head International Piano Competition, HHIPC, for South Carolina. That was all virtual though. Done tons of podcasts this year and interviews and stuff like that. Did the Philly Pops thing, that was also virtual. In October, it was at the Newport Music Festival. That was in a tent, social distanced and all that stuff outside. The next live in-person concert is probably going to be in December for me. December, I think. And it's hopefully going to be with the Philly Pops, if it all works out well. Because remember, I was going to play with the Philly Pops last Christmas for like 9 or 10 concerts over the course of a few weeks for the Christmas concerts. But that all fell through because of you know what. And so it became virtual. So this year might be this year might be live if everything kind of goes back to normal by then. And a lot of the other stuff, so like my 21-22 season, because this season is like the 2020-2021 season, right? Like it's almost done. The season ends like in May, June, something like that. And then the new season starts. So the 21-22 season is going to mainly be concerts and stuff that was canceled and rescheduled from this past season. So, and I think that's kind of the case all around. I think a lot of like concert presenters and stuff are just basically like trying to reschedule stuff that all got shut down and canceled before. And some places are opening up more at the some are opening up more quickly than others. Yeah, so it's all very much still up in the air. I think pretty much across the board. So yeah, so my next season is going to be a lot of things that were rescheduled from last season. Yeah, so it's all very interesting. Yeah, the hotel. Yeah, the hotel. That was it was at the Chandler Hotel. And they have like this fancy pants lawn there. Very cool. All right, so how is the mic levels, folks? I've got you on the left. You're gonna see me drink a lot of coffee. Because I need it. And today it's actually sunny. It's supposed to be raining today. It's sunny. Here in the Seattle Northwest, Pacific Northwest area, basically we're at the time of year now where it's like, it's pretty much half and half, rain and sun. Maybe, so everyone says it rained all the time in Seattle. It's not really. I think so like in terms of rainfall, I think I read that New York City actually gets like more rainfall than Seattle does. But we have more overcast days. So it's like more drizzly. It doesn't rain as hard as fast, that kind of thing here, I guess, than compared to New York, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so there's like 4 months of like rain, like where it's pretty much overcast most days. And that's like, late fall through, it's like the winter months, right? And then when March comes, it's like half and half until like June. And then it's like sunny every day until like September, and then it's like half and half again until like November. It's kind of that kind of a thing. So it's not as much rain as people think, but all right. So Schumann Concerto. Anyway, it's supposed to rain today, but it's sunny, so that's nice. All right, Schumann Concerto, very beautiful, very cool. Let's play some of it. First movement, I can play the best. Second movement, a little bit less. Third movement, still very bad, but it's better than it was, and that's what practicing is supposed to do in theory. Make it better than it was. Oh look, Molly's little what is this? From one of her toys. She takes out the fluffs. Oh, let me set it over there. All right, let's see. Let me know how the mic levels are. Actually, I want to sit on this side. Yeah, this side's a little higher up. People ask me why I do that. The bench actually gets tipped a little bit because you're always sitting on the front, so I don't want to like feel like I'm falling into the piano, so I spin it around and sit on the upper part. Okay, here we go. Put in the timestamp. I always forget to do that. I'm going to do it. Not going to forget. What's the timestamp? We are at about 21:30. Schumann Concerto, Piano Concerto, Movement 1. All right. Actually move down the, put this on the little stick. This is a little loud for just practicing. Actually, this would probably give me a better place to put the microphone as well. So let's see if I can move the mic without knocking over the tripod again. Oh, sorry for the bumps, folks. What am I doing? Oh, shoot. This is not very smart. Oh shoot, that doesn't work either. Oh, for Pete's sakes. I tell you, some days, things are just a little slower, aren't they? Today is one of those days. Sorry for the bumps, Nothing is easy on a hard day. Okay. Put this up. Move out of the way, chandelier thing. Okay, move this out of the way. I tell you. Some days, things are just a little slower than others. What was that thing from The Office? Things just move a little bit more slowly here in Scranton. Isn't that what Michael Scott said? This is a better place to put it. It's better for my, it'll work better. So long as this doesn't knock over. Let's see if I can kind of stick it in there. And hopefully wrap it around so it doesn't knock over. There we go. Look at that. Bravo. Yeah, he goes, things just move. It was like in the advertisement episode. You guys know what I'm talking about? In The Office? Things just move a little bit more slowly in Scranton or something like that. He goes, boy, seriously, everything is... This is a day that everything's kind of moving a little more slowly for me here. All right, continuing. C because I was playing an A flat, but it's a C because I can't read ledger lines. Cool. All right. Yesterday of Ebony Kissin', and I realized that I had a lot of wrong notes, and this was one of them, the D natural. I read the notes wrong. It's bum ba bum bum is how it goes. Not bum but I did it wrong. One more time. One more time. That part is rum ba ba da rum ba ba da. I'm playing it wrong. Oh, it sounds very difficult and challenging. It, excuse me, my goodness. You guys ever like have like saliva go down the wrong tube? Oh my goodness. I sometimes do that. I like suck it up, especially when I'm playing the piano. Fun stuff. Difficult and challenging to play. It is. Yes and no. I think this is one of those pieces where it sounds harder to play than it is. I think. There's definitely hard parts. Yeah, but I think it sounds a lot harder than it is. This one's oftentimes compared to the Grieg Concerto. Everyone knows the beginning goes. It kind of starts the same. It goes. So same key, all that stuff. But that piece also, it sounds harder than it is. Yeah. Some pieces are like that. Some pieces sound harder than they are, and some pieces are the opposite. They sound easier than they are. And those ones are the ones that kind of suck to play because it's really hard, but people don't think it's very hard. But it is. And it's nicer to play the ones where it's easy, so you don't have to worry about it so much. But it sounds really hard. Those are the cool ones. Hello everyone, what computer is this? Oh, my computer? This is a MacBook Air. It's not the M1 processor one. This is the one from, I think it's 2 generations ago. So I don't think it's not the newest Intel one. It's the one from before then, I think. So I think this is 2 gens ago. So current gen is M1. And then there was like an Intel one, and this is like one before that Intel one. So it looks the same as they all look the same, basically, I think. Hi, Rashad. Oh yeah, hi, Rashad, how you doing? Oh, which computer is this? Oh, so now you got the computer info. Composer, Schumann. Schumann Concerto A minor. Yep, Reams is right. Rachmaninoff, it kind of sounds like it sometimes, right? It's not. Schumann. I think he only did 1 piano concerto. No. Oh, the Grieg Concerto A minor is not too bad. Cadenza will give me fits though. Yeah, this is kind of like that too. There's definitely parts, but it sounds fancier than it is. Especially like, like the beginning sounds like crazy, right? Like like this part sounds. All it is the left hand just playing a melody, and the right hand is just doing a broken chord. It's basically just playing like. You clump it together. Like if it was like that, it would sound symbol, right? Break it up and it suddenly sounds. It sounds suddenly fancy pants, right? Yeah. It's that kind of thing. There's funky parts, especially in the third movement. It has a lot of really awkward fingering and stuff, and that's kind of confusing and hard. I still have to get over a lot of that, but you'll see it's going to continuously go downhill from here. The first movement is the one that I know the best, or the least bad at this point. Yup. Anyway, so all you people joining, happy Friday, TGIF. We've already had one knockover of the tripod, the same tripod that knocked over the Christmas stream. And we're using that tripod because my new tripod that's fancier also broke. So, you know, just one of those days, I guess. Tripod breaking day. The second movement I also realized I was playing way too fast. I was like going... It's not that fast. It's much slower. So we'll try. Second movement. Actually, let me put in the... I got something sticky on my trackpad. I don't know if it's some kind of food. I use my computer. I use this computer like when I'm eating. I'll like watch something. So sometimes food gets on. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be... What timestamp are we at now? It's like 43-ish. Close enough. I'm just writing the timestamps on so that later when people watch a replay, they can jump to wherever they want. Intermezzo. Wait, this is going to be Schumann number 2. Boop. All right, sweet. Okay. Do you do a lot of notations on the sheet music? No. I write in notes. So I have a few things. I write notes in if I don't know what the notes are. This one wasn't so bad. If it's like something like Rachmaninoff, I have a lot of notes written in, just like what the notes are because it's so confusing. This one's much more straightforward. You kind of can tell most of the time if the note's right or wrong. If I go back, if I like learn a note wrong, then I'll like write, oh, it's a natural or a sharp or something. Also, if I have a tendency to do something like I don't know where I'm going, like here at the end of this page, I wrote in like at the bottom, to F with an arrow going down because I always forget that at the page turn I have to go down and to an F. That kind of a thing. Or if I keep going up when I know I have to like jump down, like write an arrow going down. Things like that. So I mark that kind of stuff up. Or you should have seen my music, or some of my music, like from my teachers, like when I was like taking lessons and stuff. Like, look at some of these. Here's some from Minotti. Look at this. Look at all the pencils. All the pencil marks. Look at this. Whoa. Yeah, my teacher's getting after me. All right. My teachers always yelled at me for writing notes in. I did it anyway. They got mad at you for writing notes in? Wow. That's almost what I would expect to be the opposite. Like they'd want you to write... Oh, you mean like actual notes, like A sharp? Yeah, I don't that. If it helps, I mean, I don't suggest people write in every note, right? Like if you're writing in every single note, then that's something that's not right. But if there's like a section and it's all funky notes, write in the notes. It'll help you memorize it faster. I mean, if you always get to this section, you're always like, okay, what note was that again? You just can't write in the notes. That's what I think. Movement 2. None of the notes were together. that's it. That's the whole second movement. Very short. Short and sweet. And I was playing it too fast in previous times. Let's move on to the third movement. This is the one that needs the most work in terms of fixing stuff. 50 minutes. 50 minutes. And this is movement 3. And I had no movement 2 twice. Movement 2, movement 3. All right. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna play it a little. This one's the most. This one is the most really. It's still rough. It's still rough. There's several. It just needs to be polished, and you'll see. What you're supposed to bring out is, so the top is going. What I'm not doing is bringing out the melody. I need to bring out. Melody is. Come on. Okay, the melody doesn't come out as much the first time as the second time. yesterday. These are F sharps, and I've been playing F naturals. One of the parts that I was talking about, how the last movement is really tricky. These are basically just chords, but the way the hands jump, the fingering is really weird. Weird. Let's try it again. What's the notes, Charlie? Where am I? Fingering is weird here. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we got 1 in the right hand, 2, 3, 1 in the right hand. Or the right hand picks up the last one of the left hand, and sometimes not. Really, it's an awkward kind of a section. Sometimes certain parts of pieces just are kind of just awkward. Just don't fit naturally under a hand. And then they do a little fugue, and then you come in later. Here too. There we go. And then back to this part. Remember this part? It's a different key now, though. Let's practice that. So I am playing that E one too late. In a completely different key. So let's go over that nice and slow. after there. So I don't need a, let me write down, there's no B flat. I always think it's a, oh, actually maybe not, hang on. Is that the right spot? Last time I thought there was a B flat there too. So in a case like this, I'll write down like natural or something like that maybe. Let's see if I can find the spot. Where am I? Where am I? No, let's see. Okay. So no flat there. Yeah, no flat there. Okay, so I wrote a natural there on that B. So one more time. Yeah, still no flat. So there's no fingering written down there, which is just wonderful. Because in the hard parts, oftentimes there's no fingering written. In the easy parts, we already know what fingering to use, they put fingering. And in the hard parts, they don't, which is just makes a lot of sense. Okay. Let's see. Where am I? I had one there earlier. 1-1 fingering written down, which helps a little bit, I guess. Oh yeah, the third movement is definitely harder. Definitely, Reams. Gotta eat my lunch. Have a good day. Oh, thanks a lot, Reams. You guys, you have a good one. Have a good weekend too. First time is B natural, second time is B flats. Again. Yeah. All right, cool piece. The third movement is the hardest of the three. The first movement is still awkward. The third movement, it has a lot of awkward like fingering and stuff, and I think that's what a lot of is in large part contributing, a contributing factor of the difficulty of the last movement. Maybe I'll look over the ending part a little bit, quick like. Hang on here, let me see this real quick. Anything important? Oh, emails, they never stop. Bing. What's this? I don't know what that is. Let's see. Yeah, I'll figure it out later. Probably nothing important. All right. Emails, folks. Emails. You know how they are. They never stop. Super. All right, well, it's coming. Slowly. Maybe not steadily. But it's coming. All right. So, the next thing up on the docket, I just a few days ago started looking at the first movement of the Chopin Second Sonata, which I haven't yet played. I know about 3% of the notes of the first movement. So this is less practicing and more trying to figure out what the notes are. But it's a cool piece. I've heard it a bajillion times. I just don't know what the notes are. This is the Sonata number 2 in B flat minor. It's very cool. At least the first movement is. Let me see what our timestamp is right now. 1:15. It's like 1:16. And this is Chopin Sonata number 2 in B flat minor. Well, someone is mowing the lawn. It is that time of the year. I'm getting excited, folks, about the whole lawn care thing. I like doing the lawn stuff. I think that's fun. Maybe I'll make mine glow in the dark this year with all the stuff I'll throw on it. We'll see. I'm kidding. What an interesting start, right? Grave. All right, let's see. Now, again, I just started on this a few days ago, so I don't know the notes. Chopin Sonata? It's kind of like that, doesn't it? Second time. Oh, my left hand is just up, isn't it? Okay, what's my left hand supposed to do? notes. Well, hey Daniel, how you doing? Oh, it's a Steinway. Steinway Model B. Yep, 7 foot or 6. I think they're technically 6'10", and the 9 foot are technically like 8'10". They're not actually 9 foot and actually 7 feet. And this one's a Model B though. Yeah, thank you. But really, just starting to learn the notes. I started looking at it a few days ago, I think. Anyway, it's a cool piece. I think I might do an improv now. Improv time. Let's do an improvisation, because why not? And then I'm gonna go eat. Today, let's take a look at the time stamps. It's like 1:30. Look at that, 1:30. Albright improvisation. All right, sweet. Let's do it. Let's do an improvisation. Let me put this down. I like it down when I'm not like using it for reading music or whatever. Let's take that out actually. Let me throw my pencil. I'll just throw it on the floor. Hey, I got a package. I think I got a package. My little Alexa thing is glowing yellow. Alexa, delete notifications. Alexa, delete notifications.
Delete all your notifications, right?
Yes. Okay, let's get going. Let's do an improvisation. All right. Cool. That was an interesting improvisation, wasn't it? More coffee. Anyway, how are all you folks doing? Hope you had a good week. Hope you all doing good, hanging in there. All that good stuff. I hope you have a good weekend. TGIF. Thanks for the, thanks Maximilian. Thanks for tuning in. Today we just had, we worked on Schumann and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I will see you guys later. Have a good weekend and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.